Boxing King Media in association with Boxraw. Richie, Woodhall, we've just seen the weigh-in for Beterviev, Anthony Yard. Your initial indication, do both guys look like they've made the weight right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it would have been tough for both boxers. It always is for fighters to make the weight. I was talking to Anthony Yard just after the weigh-in. He's very, very confident. He looked a little bit thin in the face, but that's because he's dried out over the last 24 hours, I should imagine. So yeah, they both look in great condition. They're ready. Forget about the trash talk. You don't need trash talk in this contest. This sells itself. Their record sells the contest. They're both big punchers, knockout merchants, and everyone's excited about it.
General consensus, everyone is saying this fighting going past 6 rounds. What's Richie Woodhall make of it?
I think it goes way past 6 rounds myself. You got to remember they're both are big punchers, and yes, they'll both get it. They'll both get the shot on each other, but they're extremely fit. And when fit boxers tend to recover from punches, so I think it will. I think it could even be a chess match early on, and I think it's going to go way past 6. They both obviously have the power to knock each other out, yes, but they're extremely fit. You got to remember Anthony Yard's in his prime as well, and I think this could go a long way. It could go all the way, but I really believe that Anthony Yard's got a great chance of winning.
In terms of percentages, how do you see it?
I think it's a 60-40 for Beterbiev, but I think that Anthony Yard, I just said to someone over there, has got the tools for the job. It's just having the right mentality and carrying out the game plan over the 12 rounds. Tyson Fury did it against Vladimir Klitschko. There's no reason to think that Anthony Yard can't do it. Like I say, he's in his prime, he's in the shape of his life. Yes, it's an extremely difficult task. And he's the underdog, but I really believe he can come through. He's got to use his jab in this contest. Beterbiev struggles at mid to long range. He's better at short to mid. He's explosive, but so is Anthony Yard. So they both could catch each other on the inside, yes. But I think if Anthony Yard can just use that jab and keep this guy at bay, get him frustrated, get him to come over his front foot, who knows, it could be Anthony Yard that ends up as a winner by KO.
I just spoke to Spencer Fear and he made quite a bold statement. He said Beterbiev has a lot of flaws. What do you think of that?
Well, he has certain flaws. He comes square on occasionally. He's there to be hit. He's not that difficult to be hit. When he's on the inside, when he's up close, but you've got to remember he's a bit of a tough nut as well, so he's prepared to take a shot to land it. But I think with Beterbiev, like I say, short to mid-range, he's got fast feet in. And also, why this is such a good contest, I think, is that Beterbiev is a better boxer than what people give him credit for. He also use his jab and set up his attacks. So, it's anyone's, but I think the jab for both boxers, and in particular Anthony Yard, is going to be really important to set up the right hand.
And just last question, Queensberry have just announced today Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul has just been announced for Diriyah, Saudi Arabia, 26th of Feb. A big statement on their part. What's your initial indication that people are split? Eddie Hearn has got Jake Paul winning this easily, and other people have got Tommy winning.
Yeah, it's a great fight, isn't it? I think Jake Paul, give him credit for a YouTuber. He's pretty decent. He's not a bad fighter. I've said right from the word go that, in my opinion, Tommy Fury would win the fight. I think when it comes to the nitty-gritty, that fighting background that he's got with the family, I think that will carry him through, and I see Tommy Fury winning the fight. But hey, can't wait for that one either. It's a great contest.
Richie, thank you so much. In fact, I've got to ask you one last thing if you've got a minute. I just want to get your opinion on the latest Conor Benn situation. We've seen Rob Smith here from the British Boxing Board. He did an interview the other day where he said that Conor's team are refusing to cooperate with him. My understanding is because he's not a licensed boxer, maybe that's the reason why. How do you see it? Do you think he should be cooperating with them?
Listen, I think you've got to cooperate with the British Boxing Board of Control at the end of the day, no matter who you are. If you're boxing in this country, you've got to cooperate with the British Boxing Board of Control. I don't know the ins and outs as such, but come on, man, if you're going to box in Great Britain, you've got to cooperate with the British Boxing Board of Control. That's my view.
Richie Woodhall, thank you so much.